Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into Java and JENV, two essential tools for developers working with multiple Java versions. Have you ever struggled with managing different versions of Java on your system? If so, then JENV is a tool for you. So in this video I will answer 3 key questions. What is JENV, why do you need it, and how do you install it and use it with Java? Let's get started. So first of all, what is Java? Java is one of the most popular programming languages in the world, used for everything from web applications to Android development and for any sorts of enterprise softwares. Java comes in different versions, from Java 8 up until 21 at this point. Each version has its features and compatibility, and some projects requires a specific version of Java depending on the requirements of projects or some of the frameworks it's actually been using with. What is JENV? This is where JENV comes in. JENV is a Java version manager that helps you install and manage multiple Java versions, easily switch between different Java versions, set a default Java versions for your system or specific projects. With JENV you don't have to manage Java path manually, and JENV basically does it all for you with simple commands. Alright, now let's install JENV and learn how to use it. So since we already have brew installed in our machine, we can just type brew install JENV. It is gonna get a JENV package from us from brew. Now, to verify that our installation is successful, we can write JENV version. Alright, as you see now our JENV version is verified and it's working as it should. Alright, so first now we should check if we have any sorts of Java currently working in our machine. How you can do that is basically you can write which Java, and then you could use the user libexec, and then you can check Java home. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we don't necessarily have a Java version running in our machine. Yes, so the next step is basically download and install different versions of Java. So what you could check here on Homebrew, you can check the Java version. What kind of Java versions we have here? As you can see, we have quite a few. Some, for example, with OpenJDK. So if you would like to install some of these, you can just go there and you can see how to install this from brew. You can just write brew install OpenJDK version 11. Alright, so once we installed our OpenJDK version 11, let's install 2 more versions. So just write brew install OpenJDK and 17. And then now let's install version 21 as well. Now as you see, we still have a few things to do. So first, let's create a symlink for version 17. And then now we can just use this command to add OpenJDK 17 into our Z profile. Then now we're gonna use this command for compilers to find our OpenJDK 17 version. And then now let's do the same for OpenJDK 21. So first, add the symlink. Once symlink is added, now we're gonna use this command to add it to our Z profile. And then we're gonna use this flag to include it for compilers as well. So now we have version 11, 17 and 21 installed in our machine. Now one thing to note is that if you want to add this formula to our JENV, it will be a little bit more tricky, because when you use OpenJDK, as it states here, it's not symlinked into opt homebrew, because it's an alternate version. So now the challenge here is to find out which is the correct link for our JENV to find and to add. Alright, so after installing all the versions of Java, now let's see what our JENV says at the moment. So write JENV doctor. Okay, so now as you see, JENV doctor tells us that okay, currently our GM is not loaded into our profile, but we don't use ZSH, we use Z profile. So what we need to do is basically use this command and modify it a little bit to our Z profile. Okay, and now we can source or modify the Z profile. Yep. Now let's see what JENV doctor says. Now it's correctly loaded, and there is still one more thing that says that please check your path or try using path to Java home is not valid, path to Java installation. And Java binary in path is not in Java and shims. Alright, so now it's time to try to add our Java into our JENV. So we just write JENV add, and then library Java virtual machines, OpenJDK 11, contents, and boom. Now our Java 11 is added to our JENV, and now we can do the same for all the other versions. And lastly, we add version 21. Now we can write JENV version. As you see, now we have different versions to use. So now we can say JENV global, and then just say that we're gonna use 21. So we write Java version. Now we are using 21. And now if you want to use, let's say, 17, just write JENV global 17. Alright, so we had to still modify our environment a little bit. So basically what happened, we were missing one line from our Z profile, as you see. So from Z profile we had to add this export JENV root, because without that, when we use JENV init, it will not gonna re-evaluate our Java environment, and it will stuck on one version. But now that we are adding this new line to export, then you're gonna exit and save your changes, going to source a Z profile again, and then now you're gonna be able to change version of your Java as you see fit.